So the question is, can we request the examiner to change the cue card if we are not comfortable with that cue card, or if that cue card is out of our knowledge or skill or profession, something like that. My answer is actually examiners will never give you anything like that. The first thing, when you go to take your IELTS speaking test, the first question is, do you work or study? Now when you answer that question, if you say I work, they will ask you questions which are related to job or which are appropriate questions for you. If there is a housewife, for example, and the lady says I am a homemaker or stay at home lady, something like that, they will never ask her, what is your profession? Do you have any job experience? That is silly to ask someone who has already told you. So in their SOPs and all that, the first question really matters. Now for instance, if you are a student, at the same time you are a professional as well, so you need to choose what to tell them, right? When I went to take my first IELTS test, I told them I'm a student, I'm learning Spanish. Okay, Spanish language student. I didn't tell them I was English language teacher. So I thought maybe they would be strict with me and all that. So I just said I'm a student and all. And then they asked me every question, and I just imagined I'm a student, I'm a student, I'm a student. I answered all the questions. So they will not ask you any inappropriate question, right? And now coming to the question, in IELTS speaking, you have no choice at all. They will never change questions in part 1. They will never change the cue card, right? And otherwise, you know, it's just, bhai wo wala color dikhaएं. Yeah, bhai wo wala dikhaएं. Sare thaan khulwa liye, baad mein any dukaan se hi. So if they do that, they give you one cue card. Then you say, no, this is not good, give me the other one. Then you read that, no, madam, please give me the third cue card. Or at the end, you know what will you say? Give me the first cue card. That is even better, right? So there is no choice, there isn't anything like that, whatever, and they will give you cue card very carefully. Because you know, when they ask you this first question, answer the question rightly that you are a professional. Then they will ask you questions, describe a job you once did and all that. They will never ask a student, describe a job you once did and all that, right? One more thing, even by chance, because you know, sometimes even examiners are fatigued and they are so much tired and out of mind, and they give you anything like that, whatever the topic is, you have to answer the questions and you have to speak on that very cue card, right? I mean, for the time being, when you go to take your IELTS speaking test, pretend as you are someone else, right? Now, for example, if I say, all right, you are a famous singer, how did you become successful? One thing is you say, I'm not a singer. In IELTS speaking, you're not going to do that. I'm not a singer. Okay? Yeah. They say, you are a very famous singer. What brought you here, or how did you become successful? Well, actually, in fact, when I was a child, I used to sing. And once my teacher caught me singing in the class, because we had a big classroom and there was the echo. So my teacher caught me singing, and then she took me to the staff room, and I was so scared. But to my surprise, my teacher asked me to sing the song again. And I sang the song, and all the teachers were so happy. Even they gave me something to eat as well. So since that time, I realized I've got this talent. Then I started participating in school singing competitions, and this thing actually brought me here. I'm not a singer, but I am pretending. So you need to pretend whatever the question is. Now, for example, they ask you a question about your pet, and you don't have a pet, because in your presence, your family doesn't need any pet. Okay, so you need to answer as if I have a beautiful rabbit in my house and I love this rabbit. The name of my rabbit is Bunny, and Bunny is my most favorite and all that. Yeah, something like that. Okay, so pretend as if you are, because in IELTS speaking, don't try to teach the examiner what to do. Right? They ask you a question and you say, I don't know this answer. Just pretend that. And by the way, they will check your speaking. They will not check your knowledge. So you can answer in a negative way with detail. If they say, tell me about your pet. Well, actually, in fact, unfortunately, I don't have any pet at all. At the moment, I'm living in a flat, and in that flat, in that block of flat, pets are not allowed, so I don't have any pet, and I'm quite busy. I can't take care of any pet as well. And then if examiner is wise, they will change the question. Right? Say, do you have any pet? Or tell me about your pet. Now what I do? Okay, I don't have a pet. मैं तो अपने ही कानों पे जुराबें चढ़ा के भौंक लेता हूँ. Something like that. Have you seen Mr. Bean one episode? Yeah? The cats were outside doing meow, meow. He put 2 socks here, and in his mouth he took a glass and he said, ruff, ruff. And the cats ran away. Okay? So whatever this is what we call handle the situation. You must answer every question they ask you, and they will not ask you anything from general knowledge. Who was the president of Japan when America dropped the bomb and something like that? They will never ask you anything like that. Okay? So you can pretend and answer.